welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I wanted to come on here today and swatch out a new palette with you all. I have not played with this palette yet too much. I've swatched it once and got a little feel for it. So the palette I'm talking about is the Bare Minerals The Nature of Nude palette. It has 14 bare shades for an endless love. What am I singing? It's a $42 palette with a $105 value. So the value of it seems like it'd be great. The colors in the palette seem like they're going to be comparable to the Lorac palette, but I don't know yet. Let's see if it says anything about this. It says, recognize the universal allure of these 14 flattering shades. These versatile, modern, neutral hues with fabulous finishes will have you yearning to go all natural all the time. So these are supposed to be some natural looking shades. Included are the Get Ready Look charts for creating 3 flawless, foolproof eye looks, or create your own by mixing and matching as you like. Packed in a slim case, this palette is easy to take anywhere you go. With nudes like these, you won't want to take them off your eyes. So, sounds nice, doesn't it? But yeah, that's what it says about the palette, so I just wanted to read that to you all. I don't see where it says like the total weight of anything of the palette. But, so let's go ahead and swatch this palette out. Actually, yes, on the back here it says that the palette is 1.2 grams or 0.04 ounces times 14. So 0.04 ounces per pan. Okay, so here's what the palette looks like when you open it. It has this cute little guide here. Actually, the guide's on here. The guide's up on the mirror, which that's really neat. I really like that. Which the only thing is, once you take it off, then it's gone. So that's kind of weird too, I guess. I guess you could peel it off and put it on that plastic sheet if you want it to keep the eye example look that they have for you. And here are the colors in the palette. They're actually quite nice. I really, really think this color here looks nice, and this one, and this one. So these 3 here look really nice to me, like as a first impression. So let's go ahead and swatch this palette out. So we're going to do Whipped, Opulence, and Lost for Words first. So here's Whipped, Opulence, and Lost for Words. So here's what the colors look like swatched on my fingers. And then here's what the colors look like swatched on my hand. So this first shade right here is a little light, so it's probably because it's my skin tone though, so that's why it's not showing up so well. But this again is a natural nude palette, so I'm sure they're not looking for anything too bold or too poppy, so that's probably another reason. So now we're going to swatch Truffle, East, and Guest Star. So here's Truffle, East, and Guest Star. So here's what those shades look like swatched. Very pretty. I love this one right here. It looks so pretty. Let's see what it looks like on my hand. Oh my. Oh yes. I love these. Look at that. They have like a shimmer to them. They do seem like they peel up a little bit. It doesn't look like fallout. It looks more like a peeling, which reminds me of a Lorac again, because Lorac does that when you swatch those. They kind of look like they're peeling up when you swatch them a little bit. They don't really dust off. They do dust off when you put them on your eyes though. Hang on, I dropped something. I dropped my little handy dandy towel so that I can wipe my hands off. So now we're going to swatch Fate, Chance, and Liberation. So here's Fate, Chance, and Liberation. So here's what the colors look like swatched. And then here's what they look like on my hand. So again, they look pretty and they're very neutral. This one has like a sheen to it. This one looks more like a matte, but I don't know, it's really pretty. I like that color right here. And this one's very sheer. So that's a very sheer shade. Okay. And now we're going to swatch Tranquil, Exquisite, and Priceless. So we have Tranquil, Exquisite, and Priceless. So here's what the finger swatches look like. And then here's what the colors look like swatched out. This one here seems very I know it looks a little powdery a little bit, but the colors are actually really pretty and very neutral looking. Excuse my red knuckles, my hands are very dry for some reason. I know it's spring and your skin should not be quite as dry anymore, but mine is still very dry from the winter. The last two shades we're going to swatch are Sonnet and Black Tie Optional. So here's Sonnet and Black Tie Optional. So here's what those two colors look like swatched on my fingers. And then here's what the two colors look like swatched on my hand. Oh, I have a hair. So there's what they look like swatched on my hand. These seem a little, this one seems a little like it's skipping a little bit. I don't know if it's because my hand was still a little bit damp. So let's see if we can try that again and see if I dry it off a little bit better and see if it swatches better this time with my hand being a little bit more dry. So that was Sonnet and Black Tie. Make sure that we don't want to judge it because of something that I did. No, it still seems skippy. It seems like it's skipping a little bit. So it wasn't my hand. The shade is skipping a little bit, and that shade was Black Tie Optional. So Black Tie Optional seems like it may not be very pigmented. It might be a little patchy. But all in all, I think it's a pretty good neutral palette. I'm excited to give it a whirl and put it on my eyes and see how it works out. If you guys would like to see a look with this palette, let me know because I would be more than happy to do a get ready with me using this palette. Just let me know what you're thinking. But again, I think this is a pretty good neutral palette. I'm thinking I might do a comparison against the Lorac because I think these two look a little bit alike. So we'll do a comparison against these two in a future video. So if you'd like to catch that video later on, please subscribe so that you can see that. But I think that's all for today on swatching this palette. I do think it's really pretty. I think that it pretty much did exactly what they said it was going to do. It's a neutral palette for an everyday look, an all natural look. So I'm excited to have it and to use it. And so just let me know if you would like to see a get ready with me while I use this palette. Thanks for watching, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day.